Brand new gameplay details about Call of Duty 2025 regarding its zombies mode, campaign, and multiplayer have just leaked online, and in this video, we'll be diving into all of the details and rumors that can help paint a picture as to what to expect with this upcoming Call of Duty game likely to be Black Ops 7. Now, I know what you're thinking, we're only in April. There hasn't been a single official detail confirmed by Activision if there even is a Call of Duty game this year, but there has been a lot of leaks and rumors for the past 6 to 9 months about this game from very credible insiders, and now we have even more details. So all of these details come from an alleged Call of Duty playtester who claims they were part of a recent Call of Duty study group who shared details on Reddit on what we can expect with Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Now, these details cover zombies, campaign, and multiplayer details, which includes brand new never heard details, as well as details which were previously reported on by Insider Gaming in some capacity, who are one of the most reliable sources within the gaming industry. Now, none of these details are confirmed, so take everything you hear with a pinch of salt because we don't know what's true and what's not. But as far as zombies details, there are a few things which we've heard rumors about before. The first and the likely most true detail from this is that the zombies mode will have the original crew return as multiverse variations. Now, this is a rumor that we heard back from Insider Gaming in October of 2024, which when was first reported on broke the internet and the zombies community, as the idea of the original zombies crew returning in Call of Duty 2025 sounds like a fever dream, but apparently it is very likely that that is actually going to happen, with sources in feedback sessions seeing brand new versions of these characters that were not Ultimus but were slightly older looking than Primus. And with the new themes of space-time that was introduced in the Shattered Veils Easter egg quest, there is a chance that that story thread could be nudging towards the return of these characters somehow. Another detail that this playtester mentioned on the Reddit post is that the zombies mode will have a transit remake. Now, this is a rumor that we've heard several times over the last 6 to 9 months about this game, but this detail keeps changing slightly, where there are mentions that this game will have a similar transport system to Transit, and then we have rumors like this which suggest that this map will have a full-on remake as a round-based zombies map within this game. If this is true, this remake has the chance to be one of the biggest talking points in zombies in a very long time, and I know would cause a ton of excitement because the nostalgia surrounding Transit is one of the biggest potential bits of nostalgia that Call of Duty have that hasn't yet been remade or remastered. Transit is so nostalgic within gaming culture itself that if it really was remade, that alone could sell the zombies mode in the game purely just from the excitement of this map coming back alone. There has been so many rumors over the years that this map was remade for Black Ops 4 zombies and that it might have been remade for Black Ops Cold War zombies. Those rumors have never been confirmed, so they have just remained as rumor, but this might actually be the game where we might get a Transit remake. And another interesting detail which sounds a little bit like it could be Transit related is that the zombies mode will also feature something called a wander vehicle, specifically that wording. Now, according to details from Insider Gaming back last month, there is a zombies map which will have a similar transportation system to Transit. Whether that means there's going to be a bus that's going to take you around the map or something entirely different but is a similar idea to the Transit bus, that does line up with the idea of a wander vehicle. Now, another detail is that the zombies mode in this game will feature the largest round-based map ever created. Now, this was already leaked from a feedback session in October 2024, and it's hard to know specifically if this biggest map to date is a separate map to the Transit remake, if it is the Transit remake, because there are rumors that this biggest map ever will have the similar transportation system to Transit, so it's all a little bit confusing. But another detail this playtester revealed is that the zombies mode will be round-based, which is very exciting because we had rumors recently that there could be several game modes supported on these maps, including round-based, grief, and even outbreak. But what is most exciting to me from this leak is that there are some new details about difficulty, where apparently the mode will feature a difficulty toggle. Now, we have no idea what the details on that are because although the way back in Black Ops 2, we had a difficulty toggle of original and easy, and the only difference between them is that zombies would not sprint until round 15, and Easter eggs were not enabled in the easy difficulty. Now, there has been a lot of rumor and speculation about there being a classic mode inside of Black Ops 6 zombies that could have transferred over to Black Ops 7 zombies, and instead of there being a difference between the normal and classic mode, this might have now become this difficulty toggle that this playtester has mentioned, where several gameplay features might change in between either of these modes. Now, the final detail mentioned about zombies and gameplay is that there is also apparently a more story-focused mode as well. Now, right now within the normal zombies mode, we obviously have the story experience via the Easter egg, and we also have the directed mode, which sort of makes it a bit of an easier way to experience those Easter eggs. But with the wording here, a more story-focused mode could be a iteration on the directed mode where maybe you don't even go through rounds in it, but it's literally just a story-focused version where map Easter eggs could play a little bit more like a campaign mission where you don't have to go through rounds and rounds and rounds. We just don't know yet. But moving on to campaign, some very interesting details is firstly, they said the story will be set in 2035 and will be a follow-up to the Black Ops 2 story. It will somehow feature Frank Woods and Alex Mason along with one other character. Now, at face value, that sounds just absolutely ridiculous. Like, how would Frank Woods be in this when in Black Ops 2, he's already an old man? How on earth would they have a full campaign where you're playing as an old Frank Woods and an old Mason? Especially when there is a version of events where Mason is no longer alive in Black Ops 2. There is a chance when they mention Mason, they actually mean David Mason, which is Alex Mason's son. But we'll just have to wait and see on that. But the craziest leak from this about the story is that the mode will allow for up to 4-player co-op, which is something we haven't seen since the days of Black Ops 3's campaign. Now, I think having the co-op campaign option is really cool, and I hope that if this is true, it's done really, really well. And another interesting detail is that the story will also include a big open world map titled Avalon. Now, up until now, we've known that Avalon was the rumored upcoming Warzone map for Black Ops 6, and it is still visible in the game across a ton of the multiplayer maps where you can fly outside the map and literally see the Avalon map. Obviously, it seems that at some point in development, Activision decided that Warzone was going to have Verdansk return instead of a brand new Avalon map, and the rumors that Avalon will return for Black Ops 7 as a Warzone map. But with the success of Verdansk, it's unlikely that it's going to disappear anytime soon. And I don't know if it would make sense for them to add another big Warzone map alongside Verdansk, but we'll just have to see. But if that Warzone map has been completely shelved from Warzone, it seems like it could be used for parts of the campaign. Final details were gameplay details, which will be across all modes, but seems specific to the story, is that Omni movement will return in Black Ops 7 and will include wall running. Now, rumors have already been speculating about wall running, and it will be an addition to the movement in the game, but it won't be full-on wall running like we saw with Black Ops 3 or with Advanced Warfare. It will be really toned down, apparently. Moving on to multiplayer, some very interesting details here is that firstly, it will feature a 32v32 player mode, which we did see back in Modern Warfare 2019 and Ground War. So if that is true, that could be awesome, potentially being played on very big maps, potentially even maps created from the Avalon map. And apparently the multiplayer will feature some remakes of popular maps, but will be in a 2035 futuristic Japanese style theme. They say they did give examples of these maps, but they can't remember the names, but one began with an R, which we can assume could be Raid. Now, this particular detail is one that Insider Gaming's Tom Henderson is a little bit confused about, as if this is a Black Ops 2 sequel, surely the maps that would be returning from Black Ops 2 originally would just be full-on remasters from that game rather than be completely remade into different themes, but we'll just have to see. They mentioned that they have plans for everything to have a progressional level system, which includes all pieces of equipment, including grenades, kill streaks, and perks. There are plans for multiplayer progression to carry over from Call of Duty Black Ops 6. They then end the post by saying that they are happy to verify all the details. They haven't played Call of Duty in years, but they would be interested in this title based on what they saw from partaking in this study group. Now, based on the level 1000 prestige reward that you get in Black Ops 6 being a character from the Black Ops 2 campaign, it pretty much sets in stone that it is very likely that we will be getting a Black Ops set in the near future related to Black Ops 2 as the follow-up game this year. And with the expectation of the original characters returning for the upcoming Call of Duty Zombies game, every little morsel of intel and story we're getting through the maps in Black Ops 6 Zombies, we're trying to piece together to see how it will make any sense for the characters to return. But we will just have to wait and see. But as we get closer and closer to the summer, which is when Call of Duty typically announce and reveal the upcoming game, we could be seeing more rumors and more leaks out there about Call of Duty 2025. So if you want to make sure you don't miss out on a single video of any new information, leaks, and rumors about this game as it drops, be sure to consider subscribing and turning on the bell. As with the likelihood of GTA 6 releasing at the end of this year, I would imagine that Call of Duty, along with a ton of other games, are wanting to try and get their game out before GTA 6. So we have no idea when this game is coming out, but if they want to try and beat GTA 6, then the marketing and the reveal and the actual launch of the game could be a little bit sooner than when we expect, but we'll just have to wait and see. If you want to find out the best new weapon in Black Ops 6 Zombies with absolutely insane damage, then you want to check out this video that I uploaded last night on your screen right now. I guarantee you will love it.